broadcast network, AFTERBUZZ TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment. AFTERBUZZ TV, the destination for TV superfans. Producing aftershows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows. Interviewing celebrities and showrunners. And bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
Hi everyone! We're back at AFTERBUZZ TV for the New Girl After Show. I'm one of your hosts, Britta Garsow, along with my lovely co-host, Carli Garsow.
Hey guys, I'm Michelle Fee.
Hey, what's up? I'm Paulina Aguilar.
Okay, so we absolutely loved this episode. I hope you guys did as well. And it all centered around Winston's background check for the police academy. It was a pretty intense background check with Tess Dorado, aka the Fish. She was pretty stern, and they were all really worried about it because Jess had a bag of crystal meth in her closet. Totally normal occurrence, right?
Right.
Yeah.
I want to know how she got that. First of all, they didn't reveal it. Like, she said, I have a bag of meth in my closet. Not like, this is how how did she get that?
She bought an ottoman from a yard sale. Yeah, and she was like, I didn't know the top opened, and when it did,
yeah.
bag of crystal meth in it.
Which turned out not to be crystal meth, but they were all acting like it was.
Yeah.
I mean, it was pretty crazy that she just would keep it in her closet and not try to dispose of it.
Yeah, or like turn it in.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess they would suspect you, but then you could just be like, well, I did just buy this thing.
Yeah.
And I didn't know that.
And why would you turn it in if you were like dealing drugs? That would like be losing money for you.
Right.
So yeah, or at least tell someone else. Like I feel like I would tell Britta or like someone else if I found this.
It's just weird she didn't tell anyone.
Yeah. And then like all of a sudden the police are coming to their house.
Maybe she just forgot about it.
That's true.
Because she said she left it in her closet.
Yeah. That's true.
I love that this episode focused on Winston. I think that's something that we've been wanting to see for a very long time.
Definitely.
And I just think that it's so typical of this group of characters to go through something like that. Like, they can never do something important smoothly.
Yeah.
Like, there's always a problem, and there's always, like, chaos and stuff like that. So I really loved it.
They can never be normal.
Yeah.
Ever. Yeah.
But if it was normal, it'd be boring.
I know, exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah, Winston's my favorite. I've always said that, so I'm really glad that he had an episode. He was so good in this episode, too. I was so proud of him.
I was actually very surprised, too. Like, near the end when when the Sergeant Tess was like, yeah, he's, like, one of our best students. And it was like, everyone played him off to be this, like, kind of dumb guy that didn't really know what he wanted to do in life. And then in the end, he surprised them all.
I know, even at the beginning, Jess said, he's probably already failing out of the academy.
Yeah.
Like, we can't ruin this for him. And it's so sad that, like, they think that low of him. Like,
it's kind of like hypocritical. It's like they support what he's doing, but they just don't believe that he can do it.
Yeah, so it's almost like fake of them. It's but now they do. Now they see that he's great.
I think that if I were Winston, I wouldn't want to know. I'd be like, I would rather have my friends just support me and say nothing than to be like, well, I don't think that you can do it.
That's true.
That's true.
Well, then they shouldn't be your friends.
But it's also sad that he had to find out in like such a dramatic situation that they didn't really believe in him.
Yeah.
It was just, I felt so bad for him, but so proud that he made it.
Yeah.
I know. Tess was so intimidating, the Fish. Oh my gosh. She was scary. And she's like, I have to be home in time to feed my bird. Oh, wait. Because he died. Yeah. And can we talk about Cece and Schmidt? I love their little. I was so happy. I read. Candace Swan posted on Instagram that there was going to be a Cece Schmidt kiss, and I told the girls before you got here, I'm like, Paulina's going to be so upset. Like, she does not want them together.
I literally saw it, and I was like, here we go again. Blah blah blah. I know it's a storyline, but do you guys think that they're going to get back together?
I think so.
I would much rather have them be together than Jess and Nick, though.
Yeah,
exactly. Opposites. I just feel like sometimes it just doesn't work. It's like
I think Schmidt and Cece are a lot alike, actually. I don't know.
In more ways than
more ways than Nick and Jess. Like Nick and Jess are so opposite, I think. I don't know. I just can't picture like Schmidt or Cece with anyone else.
I guess they're, I mean, according to Winston, they're the peanut butter and jelly.
Yeah,
so
you
can't
put them on a shelf, and what did he say?
They're bound to mix.
Yeah, you can't keep them, from mixing or whatever. Yeah. I just think that, like, the one thing they have in common is, like, how they feel about each other. Like, they've always really cared about each other, and that's something that's been consistent for, I feel like, the whole show. So, and we were talking about how in the past episodes that Schmidt wasn't getting, or we were saying how Nick wasn't getting jealous, and, like, Schmidt either, though, like, he didn't really mention anything about Cece, and so it was nice to see, like, that jealousy come out again, because that's so Schmidt. Like, he's so dramatic about everything. Yeah. And so it was nice that he got jealous over this Paul guy.
I think I'm just at the point where I'm like, either you're going to be together or you're not. Just decide. Just decide already. Make it happen. Let's see that relationship grow, or let's see one of them get married to somebody else. I mean, just make a decision, guys.
I think that I hope that's where it's going. I hope they're going to be together. Me too. I like them. I really like them. I think they're adorable. It's just cute. I don't know. I know.
Paulina's just really tired of you guys saying that.
Oh, and by the way, thank you guys for all your YouTube comments constantly and for listening and watching every week. And please subscribe and keep listening and watching. We hope you enjoy it. Rate us on iTunes.
Yes.
Thank you.
Now let's talk about how they cover for each other, because that's one of the things that I just love. And I think that we've all been there. I don't know, maybe you guys have because you guys are twins, and I really, really, really want to know. But have you ever been in a situation like that where you're like, you look at your friend, you're like, hey, with your eyes, you're like telling them to cover for me, and then they do it, and you're like, this is why we're best friends. Like, this is why, you know? Have you ever had that situation before?
Have you ever been in a situation like that drastic, I think?
No, we're not dramatic, but like...
I think it was Britta. It was me. It was Britta hit the side of our neighbor's house with her mom.
No. Tell it. I think the viewers want to hear.
Okay, so it was like we just got our license and our mom drove a minivan. So we like
drives a minivan.
Yeah, she still does. Yeah. So we're like, Mom, can we take our minivan to Patrick's house? It was like a couple blocks away, and she's like, okay, sure. She wasn't home. So we we lived in like a duplex. So like the driveway was back here, and then you had to swerve like out to get to the it was just a curvy thing. Yeah. And we're just really bad driving a minivan. It's hard, you know? And
especially when you just got your license.
Yeah. So I'm like, Carli, stand outside the car and I'm gonna like back out of the driveway and tell me if I'm getting close to anything. Because like the stairs to the side of the house were here, and then our neighbor's house is like right here. So I'm like backing out. She's not saying anything. So I'm like, okay, I'm fine. All of a sudden, like I like hit the side of the neighbor's house. Like,
oh my gosh.
I'm like, Carli, what are you doing? Like, you were supposed to tell me if I was getting close. Where were you long story short, we made it to Patrick's and we decided to tell our mom, like, not to tell her who did it, because we're like,
just say that it happened.
She won't know. Yeah, that's true. And because technically it was Carli's fault, because she could have told me I was getting close. She kept asking us for our neighbor. I don't know, Mom. And I don't know. Are you okay? And we're like, yeah.
So did you guys lie about it, or did you end up telling her?
No, we wouldn't tell her. We wouldn't tell her. I think we told her later down the road.
Years later? Yeah. After the fact?
Mm-hmm. She was like mad, but I think she understood that it was a hard driveway to get out of, and we had just gotten our license, but...
That's nice.
But it's like that, where you just don't say who did it, and no one can get the blame.
Yeah.
I feel like we did do that
I think I've had that where, like, my best friend, like, I didn't tell her the whole story, but, like, she came over one time, and I was, going with my lie, and she just, like, looked at me, and she was like, I got you. And it was perfect. I'm like, this is why we're friends. And I'm just like, I figure you guys are twins. You guys would have that a lot. Yeah. I don't know if that's, like a twin thing.
And I didn't even think of it until you said it. We do. We have done that a lot.
So we've all been there. And if you have a crazy story like that, please let us know and tweet us about it, because we definitely want to know.
Yeah, definitely.
That's always fun, because then you can think about it and talk about it later.
Yeah. I know. Has anyone pulled a stranger off the street? Like,
oh my God, talk about a creeper.
Like, what's his name? I need a little boy. Daquan. Slash Jose.
He just could not get the words out to make it sound, I guess, normal or genuine.
Well, I think either way it would have sounded creepy. Like, even if he was just like, well, I need you to come pretend and be my friend's little brother. Like,
yeah, like,
talk about a step up from giving out candy. Like, that's just new. Like, I was thinking, maybe he'll pay, like, a kid.
I was going to pay someone, too. Yeah, don't remember my face.
Don't go with strangers, guys, kids.
But it was funny how he was looking for a child and came back with, like, this...
A Mexican.
Like an adult man. He was just short. Yeah. The things he said were actually really nice if they were true. Like, if
I could be the presidents and the statues of liberty.
But it wasn't... It was, like... We smile at the sun. That was But funny. It was so funny because I completely forgot that Coach had left. And then at the very end of the episode, he comes back with, like, this random guy.
That's dedication. That's a real friend right there.
Friend.
They're all such good friends. They all really helped him. Like, even Nick didn't tell the secret.
Oh,
and I was shocked he did his moonwalk. Like, it's weird.
But how awkward is Nick? Is that all he does is just perspire?
She's like, your body's crying. It's like your body's My favorite part was she's like, why would you pee on an electrical socket? I thought I would make lightning.
Are you guys like Nick where you can't keep a secret?
Yeah, I can't really keep secrets. I'm really bad at lying. I don't like lying, so I never do it. So if someone asks me, I'm just going to tell them, like, I can't. I can't. Well, I guess, especially just with us, like, I could probably keep a secret from someone else. Yeah, maybe. Mm-hmm. I don't know.
What about you?
Are you guys good?
Oh, I'm a good secret keeper.
Oh, really?
Probably nothing to be proud of, but I am pretty good.
That's good, though. I haven't met that many good secret keepers. Something always gets out, I feel like. Especially girls, I feel like. I don't know if that's kind of a generalization.
Because girls like to gossip.
And they talk to each other more, I think, about little things going on. So, I don't know. That's good, though. Are you?
Well, it depends on what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like, I have a best friend that I, tell everything to. Mm-hmm. So there's always that. But I won't, like, tell anyone else.
Yeah.
So.
Usually if someone has a secret, I'll almost say, like, just don't tell me because I don't want to know.
Yeah, like, good to know.
Yeah. Well, it's not like I'll just go out and say it, but, like, if someone asks me something that, like, I know, like, I feel like I have to say it. Like, I can't just, like, lie. I just can't lie. Like, it's bad. It's really tough. So, yeah, don't tell me anything. Oh, let's mention the new intro for New Girl.
Love it.
I loved it. It's very modern and cute. I love the
modern.
portraits. And I do like how they're separate because it kind of shows like their individual personalities. Mm-hmm. Nick's pictures was my favorite. I thought he looked really handsome. Yeah, they all looked really good. Yeah. It was just like really fun and new and modern. I really like it.
Yeah. I really like that they didn't focus so much on like relationships. Like I know there was the instance with Cece and Schmidt, but I love that they just concentrated on one character or just the job and the situation. Mm-hmm. But they wasn't so focused on like Nick and Jess. I know how much that we always say that it's never awkward and why do they still live together, but for some reason like it wasn't there today and we don't have to worry about that, and I love it.
Exactly. Yeah. I really love that they focus on Winston. He's so underrated. He's so funny. So funny. And he's the best friend to all of them, I feel like. He's the most loyal for sure. Yeah. He's almost like a puppy. Like a cute little puppy that's just loyal to the very end.
Oh, and they did talk about his cat today.
Yeah, they said that he handcuffed him to a radiator. Maybe that's how he died. I was taking a Christmas picture. I thought that was hilarious because I can picture little Fergie with a little handcuff like strapped to the radiator. I feel like he's dead because they like mentioned it, but.
You'd be a horrible pet owner. Oh my God!
I'm not a cat person. I'm not a cat person. I would never do that though. That's abuse. But I get what he was saying. Like he's trying to take a picture for a Christmas card. Like the cat was crazy.
I wonder how it would have turned out.
Probably cute. Probably cute.
Yeah.
Probably something only they could send out to people, and it wouldn't be like weird. He just cut out the part with the radiator and like the paw. It just sounds so funny to me now. Like thinking of a cat handcuffed to a radiator. I know. Who writes this stuff? Brilliant people.
Yes, geniuses.
I know. Seriously, this episode made me laugh the entire time. One of my favorite ones was, when Winston goes, "You guys are like rubbing alcohol. Sting me now, save me later." His outfit choice.
There were some really good one-liners in this episode.
Jess, heads up to the hillbilly that made this mess. Because she couldn't get it down the drain because it turned out to be aquarium rocks. Yeah, which makes more sense, right? Because I feel like anything like crystal, like, do you guys like ever play with like those little crystal things like at like children's museums when you were little?
Oh yeah, they're like rocks, right?
Yeah. I feel like those, if you like really like tried, would break down like somehow, right? Isn't like meth would be made of chemicals which would melt in water, right? I have no idea.
I don't
know.
do drugs. I have no idea.
I don't know either. But
and if you know, tweet us and let us know.
I just feel like a crystal means like you can break it because like diamonds are the only like thing that can't really break. But like an aquarium rock, that seems harder to me. I don't know though.
And it's like smooth too.
But that's so like the fact that it's Jess that thought it was meth and didn't know, like, it's so typical, and I love that because it's part of her character.
Yeah, she's so innocent.
I love her. When she was like, Jess, why are you crying right now? And she's like, I think I'm on drugs. I think they got through my boobs. I actually felt so bad for her. She was so distraught and sad. Like, her mascara was running. It was sad. I don't like seeing Jess sad. I don't either, because she's so kind and nice all the time.
Is that everything? Is it time for predictions?
I think so. I don't think we had really anything. It was just a great episode. Such a good episode. So yeah, prediction time.
Let's do it.
And now, your AFTERBUZZ TV predictions.
Okay, so I personally think that Cece and Schmidt will rekindle a romance, and I'm hoping for it. But besides that, I would hope that we see the teacher again. What was his name?
Oh, Jess's crush?
Yeah. Well, I hope that we see him again as well. And besides that, I don't really have any other predictions. Do you have any? Let me think. Maybe they'll have like a Thanksgiving episode.
Right. We didn't have a Halloween episode, which I was actually kind of okay with.
I was okay with it too. I think Thanksgiving would be better for them. And they do really good with Thanksgiving.
Because we get to see more of their families, and I would love to see that. So.
And just them like all sitting down together. Yeah. I
think that'll be exciting to see.
Yeah. Maybe Schmidt and Cece will like officially get back together on Thanksgiving.
No.
That's too soon.
It's happening. No, I feel like it's happening. They already kissed. It's but like now. It's true. They either need to be together or like be apart. I don't want to see them like go through this whole process again. So I want them to get together soon. I think
it's kind of like Nick and Jess. Like they broke up, and that's fine. And we haven't seen them talk about it again. I'm totally okay with that.
I am too.
I think my prediction would be I'd want to see like Winston on a job. Like he does a job. I feel like he's gonna screw up like in the moment, but then somehow he's gonna flip the switch and just fix it and do something ridiculous, and it just all works out. I feel like that's totally his character to do.
Definitely. I want to see Cece go back to school too, because she talked about it like briefly.
Oh yeah.
And then
she got her GED.
Oh yeah. But didn't she talk about like continuing her going? She said going back to school, right?
Yeah, she did. When they were in the closet.
When she didn't know what she was gonna do. So I don't know, or like do something, because she's been talking about how she needs like a change for a while, and then I feel like they kind of drifted away from that, which is fine because all the other characters are great too. But to see her do more, like she's on the beginning now, she's like a main character, so like to see her do more besides Schmidt.
Yeah, I agree.
Besides,
what about you, Michelle?
Well, I feel the same as Britta. I really want to see Schmidt and Cece get back together, and I know you don't want it to happen, but I really want it to happen, and I think it's gonna happen
a couple name for them. How do you combine Schmidt and Cece?
You can't.
I'm sure someone out there, the viewers, can come up with a name for us.
Suggestions, let us know,
and we will use that for every show from here on out. So
I'm predicting that they get together by Christmas, though.
Okay, that's a good one. I agree. I completely agree. Yeah, I'm excited. I know. I love. I'm after this episode. Like, I'm really excited to see where the show keeps going, because this was hilarious. Yeah.
So here's what we can do. Like, let us know if you have any Schmidt and Cece combination names. We'll pick the top 5, and then we can pick one next week, and we'll use it for the rest of the season.
Good idea.
Perfect.
Schmidt.
Perfect. Okay. So, social media, you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Britta_Garsow. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Carli_Garsow.
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at _MichelleFee.
You can find me on Twitter at _Paulina Aguilar.
Thank you guys so much for listening and
See you
watching.
next week.
Bye.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AFTERBUZZ TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AFTERBUZZ TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AFTERBUZZ TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzzTV or its owners or principals.